What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Vincent Esposito, and today we're going to be talking about detoxification or detox, big buzzword in the nutrition world today. But before we get to that, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Coming out with 2 videos every week, everything from nutrition, lifestyle, health, longevity here on the channel. So if you're looking for information on that, please subscribe, and hopefully you like what you have to hear. So we've talked about the liver before a little bit on this channel, and one of its roles being to detoxify any, toxins in the body. However, today, more than ever, we are exposed to more toxins than probably any generation before us. For example, according to the United States EPA, the average American has over an estimated 700 chemicals or toxins in their body. So the liver has to really be functioning properly in order to do its job and excrete those toxins on a regular basis. If the liver is malfunctioning or not able to keep up with the bombardment of toxins we're exposed to on a regular basis, then we end up becoming sick over time, and this leads to a downward spiral leading to many of the chronic diseases we now see today. Now, aside from the skin, our digestive tract comes into contact with more outside molecules and particles than any other part of our body on a daily basis. So the first key to improving liver function would be to improving gut health overall and breaking down food properly. So if we're not able to break down food into its simplest form and provide the nutrients with what the liver needs to function properly, then we're already putting ourselves at a disadvantage. Now, the liver obviously has its role to play in this, and detoxification is the name of the game. Now, detoxification is broken up into 2 steps known as phase 1 and phase 2 reactions, which sounds simple when you think of it in those terms. Even though it's only broken up into 2 steps, it's much more complicated and convoluted than you might think. We actually use up over 100 enzymes, which as a collective are known as cytochrome P450 or CP450, as a group of enzymes to go through the detoxification process. Now, the goal of detoxification is to turn fat-soluble toxins into water-soluble ones so they can be excreted via urine, sweat, defecation, or through breathing. In its simplest terms, phase 1 takes fat-soluble toxins and turns them into intermediate compounds. What's interesting here is those intermediate compounds are actually more toxic than the initial toxins were in the first place. And this is where phase 2 comes into play. So phase 2's job is to take those intermediate compounds and turn them into water-soluble compounds so that they can be excreted. Now, problems can arise when these 2 phases are out of balance. So, for example, if phase 1 reactions are moving very quickly, but the phase 2 reactions are moving at a slower pace, we'll actually have a buildup of even more toxic compounds because the phase 2 reactions aren't working as properly as they should. To make matters worse, this can lead to the production of free radicals, further making the issue a problem at the cellular level because free radicals can potentially harm cells at the DNA level. Interestingly, 50% of humans are known to have normal phase 1 detoxifying pathway speeds, while 30% of humans tend to be slow detoxifiers, and 20% of us are known as fast detoxifiers. The goal here, whether you're normal, slow, or fast, is to find that balance between the phase 1 and phase 2 reactions to limit the potential buildup of toxic intermediary compounds or toxins at the front end that you can't get through to begin with. Luckily, there are steps we can take to improve our detoxification pathways and improve the health of our liver overall. So we're going to go over a few of those right now. First and foremost is going to be to avoid processed foods. Many of these have added chemicals and toxins that are only going to add to that toxic burden and put more stress on the liver going forward. Additionally, many of them have refined and simple carbohydrates, which we have learned in our insulin resistance videos and our fatty liver video that cause a lot of these issues to begin with. So avoiding those is really step number 1. The next key is going to be consuming a variety of different colored fruits and vegetables, especially things like blueberries, apples, dark leafy greens, garlic, onions, all things that are hot, have high antioxidant content. Spices are great too, as they will help provide the liver with the nutrients needed to detoxify these toxins that are causing the issue in the first place. As a general rule, just when you're shopping, the more vibrantly colored a food is, the more antioxidant properties it tends to have. So that's good to keep in mind when you're at the grocery store. Another key is to sweat often. So whether it's going through a more rigorous exercise regimen or getting in the sauna, sweating is one of the body's major ways of excreting toxins. So getting a sweat in a few times a week is really going to make a difference. Additionally, getting proper amounts of sleep is key because digestive processes are mostly active when we're sleeping. So getting enough quality sleep and enough sleep overall is going to help those digestive processes and help with detoxification as well. You can also use some supplements to help aid the liver in the detox pathways, whether it's using flavonoids, green tea extract, garlic or onion powder, glutathione as a supplement, or SAMe. These are all great supporting tools to use to help aid the liver in the detoxification process. Milk thistle is also a great choice when it comes to helping support liver health. But again, the keys here are going to be making those dietary changes first and then adding the supplements as a support. The supplements are not going to fix the problem if you are not making the associated lifestyle changes you need up front. And that's kind of the skinny on detox. So yes, there are these detox cleanses and things of that nature, but really it's just a process the body has. And the best way we can support it is by using the right foods and providing it with the necessary antioxidants it needs to function properly. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment below, and please like and subscribe if you like the information. I will get to your comments as quickly as possible, and I'd love to keep that dialogue open. But until next time, take care, guys.